Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. In tonight's video, I'm going to be talking about some Fortnite tips and tricks and especially how to aim better in Fortnite, because this video will cover how to aim better at close range, medium range, and even long range, and basically just improve your aim overall by having the right settings and the right mindset going into fights, and also some little tricks that can keep your aimer on point and sort of reduce the bloom or recoil, whatever you want to call it, of your weapon. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. If we can go for 1,500 likes, that would be absolutely amazing. Smash that like button. Let's go for 1,500 likes, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And I also have a sort of announcement to make where basically the support a creator thing from Epic is out, and you can basically put a creator's code in the item shop, and then whenever you buy a skin, a percentage goes back to supporting that actual creator. And I got my own code. I talked to the people at Epic and I was able to change my code, and I have it Thegoblinyt right now. So you can see right here up on the screen, you just go to the item shop, enter the Thegoblinyt, and then you're supporting my channel whenever you're purchasing a skin, and it doesn't cost you anything. It just, basically a percentage goes to the creator instead of Epic Games. So a really awesome thing. And if you guys do support me, feel free to tweet me or whatever. I would really appreciate if you guys could do that for me. That would be absolutely amazing. And then whenever you buy skins, it just supports the channel and keeps the dream alive. So that's the announcement. Subscribe if you guys are new as well. And let's talk about how to aim better in Fortnite, because that's what this video is about. Now, first of all, let's start at close range. Well, first of all, let's talk about aiming overall, because I'm a console player, right? So most of these tips are going to apply to console, although some will apply to PC. But I'm going to talk about a bit about how you can sort of manipulate the auto aim and use your controller to get the most out of it. So first thing is aiming at close range. Now, with close range fights, you pretty much always want to aim for the head, and the reasoning behind that is essentially aiming for the head is going to do big damage, basically double damage with shotguns. With the heavy shotgun, it'll do 2.5 times damage, and with even SMGs, you're getting a double multiplier. So if you watch this gameplay here, it's a pretty high kill game I got earlier on my Facebook stream. By the way, I stream on Facebook. I have a streaming deal with them, linked down in the description if you guys want to check those out if you have a Facebook page. But you'll see the early kills. I go tilted, and I get a lot of different kills just off headshots and aiming for the head, especially with these shotguns. You can see the fact that the blue pump literally hits the people for 170, which is usually an instant kill, and if they end up having 200 health, the 30 to finish them off is easy one headshot or 2 body shots with an SMG. So aiming at close range is just shotguns, and the way to practice aiming at close range is go tilted towers over and over and over, and that's how you can get down your shotgun aim. I think I have a really good shotgun shot in this game, and the reason why is because tilted towers is probably my #1 landing spot, and that's why, I do like to land retail, fatal, but when I get high kill games, it's usually always out of tilted, sometimes retail as well, or the first drop. I know Paradise can be good for that also, but you guys know what I'm saying. Basically, that's how you can get your shotgun shot down, and always aiming for the head, and usually just hip firing with those things, but lining up your crosshair. One important tip on aiming better at close range is when you walk around corners, have your crosshair already at their head, so you don't have to swipe up when you eventually find the enemy. You don't want to have it at body level, like when you're just running around casually. When you're going into a building, you hear the enemy's footsteps, have that crosshair ready and be able to get that shot off. Another tip I'll give you guys to aiming better at close range is what I like to call right hand advantage. And what that is essentially if you're on the left side of a doorway, okay, picture a door frame, you're on the left side and you're peeking it that way, you're going to have a faster peek than if someone was on the other side peeking it the other way. And that's because these players hold their gun right-handed, the characters, and it's right hand advantage basically, or right angle advantage. You get to peek, and because there's slight lag and whatever with the online servers, you're going to see them and you're going to see more of their body before they even see you. So that's a good thing to keep track of for close range. When you're getting in those fights, notice, hey, am I on the good side of the door or the bad side, and who's going to get the better camera angle there. All these things do apply to aiming. Now, I know when people see how to aim better, people probably want to know what's my sensitivity and stuff like that, because those are some tips for close range for shotgun fights. But you can see there, I'm picking people out of the air. I got some pretty good aim in this video, I think. Of course, I still missed some shots, but you guys know how it is. Basically, sensitivity. Now, with the new build sensitivity in this game, which by the way, I upped my build sensitivity to 1.5 today. I've been testing it out and it's been absolutely amazing. Probably do an updated video on that. But because before in Fortnite, you would like to have a high sensitivity, and people would have really bad aim because they had to have the high sensitivity for the building aspect. But because of this new setting, which in the settings is basically your building sensitivity, I run a 6.6 or whatever, it's 0.60 X and Y sensitivity, but then my build sense is 1.5. So when I have my builds out, I can have a super high sensitivity, but when I have my guns out, I have a normal sensitivity and I'm able to hit shots. And that's 100% the best way to do it, I really do think. There's no reason to really play on 10 sensitivity unless, I guess, that's what you got used to. But if you were someone that played on 10 sensitivity but kind of had bad aim but just did it for the building, now is the time to maybe drop that sense down to a 7 and keep your building sensitivity up, but drop your X and Y and your ADS and stuff like that for better advantages. So I use a 0.6 and a 0.6. The X and Y will affect your aim when hip firing, which is most of your shotgun fights. So I like to have it at a mid-level there, but I think with 6, I can still snap onto targets pretty easily with the shotgun, so I don't have to, because it's very rare also that you have to like spin around and like turn on a player or something like that in this game because of all the audio cues. You usually know where they're coming from, and having a medium sense is fine for that. So X and Y will matter in fights where you're hip firing or hip firing with the shotgun, of course. And then the next one is your ADS sensitivity. I use a 0.43 for that. I think that is good because that is quick enough to follow people who are gliding through the sky, which is important on this new update. So I can hit my shots on that. But it's also, it's fast enough to follow them, but it's also not too fast where my aim doesn't spaz out too often, and I'm able to get shots in with that. Next is the scope sensitivity. I use a 0.65 because if you are using a scope, usually you like to like quick scope or drag scope and snap on people. I'm not the best or most efficient sniper myself. I usually don't take snipers. I'm more of a person that will take a splode or a grapple gun or an extra heal or something like that. But those are some sensitivity tips. Now, how to aim when they're at medium range is you sort of have to use the auto aim. Now, one tip to aim better is if you're crouched down whenever you're shooting your AR and you're standing still, your accuracy is going to be a lot better. You can see what I do here is basically why I'm shooting a person at long range, and basically aiming in and aiming out is the way to do it. It does take quite a bit of practice to do it. I'm sort of new to it. I haven't mastered it myself, but with the aim assist on console, and of course you want to have your aim assist on, and it's a fair playing field because everyone on console has aim assist. This won't affect PC players. No one on PC has aim assist unless someone's cheating, or that's a cheat on PC. But on console, it's an even playing field because everyone has it. And by doing that, you sort of want to aim down sights at a distance, crouched, let that first shot accuracy go to a smaller reticle so you can hit that first shot, and then hold it down and sort of burst the scar. And then whenever you realize your shots aren't hitting, you basically un-aim down sights and then aim down sights again, and it gets you a little bit of that first shot accuracy and aim assist. A little bit of help with that will help you hit your shots at more ranges. It's not like it's not going to make you have perfect accuracy or anything like that. I mean, maybe if you master it, it's just a little thing to help your accuracy at longer ranges. And of course, that is important in this game more than ever now, because once you get people weak at a distance, all you have to do is build up and basically use your human launch pad and fly at a person. So it's very, very important to have good accuracy from range and to be able to hit those shots. So that's what I would say for medium or long range, definitely with aiming tips. Make sure you're crouched, take advantage of first shot accuracy, which will make the crosshair tighter, and take advantage of the aim assist if you are a console player, because the enemy's going to be using it on you. You sort of have to use it on the enemy. Those are the main sort of tips I would say as far as aiming better. If you tend to miss a lot of shots, definitely drop your sensitivities, drop your X and Y. You basically don't get punished for dropping your senses in this game, because your building sense can just be so high. And the one thing that's interesting is it is kind of hard to transition from your building sensitivity being super duper high, and then when you have your gun out, your sense is lower. But after like a day or two of playing, you definitely get the hang of that, and it doesn't become too awkward or anything like that. So it becomes a lot easier, and that's what you're able to do. So you can see here in this game, I definitely get ahead of my enemies, and I basically free jump pads, human jump pads. I use them all the time to get to the zone in front of my enemies, and I'm able to get some shots in on this guy. But another thing is that aim assist can sort of be bad for you and backfire when they are around a lot of zombies. So it can be tough to hit players in the middle of zombies, like like this guy over here, and you can see, you know, a lot of those hit markers, I'm hitting people and it's targeting them, but a lot of them are on the zombies because those of course have assist to aim as well. So that can be a little bit of a trick. If you stand around zombies, it gives people will have worse aim on you. And then of course I run into the last player here, and I basically, he flies away, and then I chase him down and I'm able to get the win. So hopefully these tips did help you for aiming at medium to long range as well as close range. The main tip to aim better is make sure your sensitivity is good, make sure you're comfortable with your controller, and honestly, the more you play, like if you take a weekend off, your aim is not going to be that good when you come back, especially if you're a high sensitivity player. So it's important to make sure you play as much as you can and to get, you know, just as much practice is in as you can, because it all comes down to muscle memory, to being able to snap on a person's head with the shotgun and different stuff like that. It's just all in practice. You can use some of these tips here, but that's definitely how you'll be able to improve. So nice little 13 kill win here. Hope you guys didn't enjoy this video. Once again, my supporter creator code is Thegoblinyt. Subscribe if you guys are new. Tap that button up on the screen. Check out some other videos and have a good night. I'm out. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.